Here we go. This time, come on. Ease, come on.
Do you even remember what this looks like? Just take it in, because you need to remember. Now that you do remember what this looks like, hello and welcome to the next Back to the Future Build Your Own DeLorean video. It has been a long time since I've done one of these videos, and that is purely down to the fact I didn't have any parts. Eaglemoss really dropped the ball in sending out parts, but I did get 2 months worth of parts in one gigantic box. Just look at the size of this box. It's huge. And just for scale, let's just put the interior on. That's a lot of parts. So I have a wealth of parts ready to dig my teeth into. Parts like these that come in issue 56 and issue 57. And also the money's been taken out for next month's parts as well. So yeah, lots of DeLorean videos planned for the near future, with a little interruption with the wedding, but apart from that, we are good to go and we're good to continue building this fantastic DeLorean model. So let's start by looking at what comes in issue 56. So here are the parts we get in issue 56. We get lots of wires here, and we also get the main circuit board for the DeLorean, this green piece here. You can see all the numbers and all the connectors there. So the first thing we need to do is start connecting some of these wires to that connecting part. The first one we need is just this plain white cable here. It says number 1 on it. And that plugs into, believe it or not, the number 1 slot. So it just pushes in there like that. Make sure you get it the right way around. Go on you go. Just goes on there like that. Very cool. The next one is the brown and white. Has a little number 2 there and a number 2 there. And believe it or not, this just goes into space number 2. Let's just pop that. Oops. Down on there like that. That is number 2 all in. Believe it or not, we have number 3 next, which is this orange and brown cable. As you can see here, has a little number 3 there. And we just push this in. Go on, there we go. And that is that cable attached there. And the next one we have is number 4, which is this brown and black cable here. Number 4 on the side. And I've just realized I think I'm putting these in the wrong way, because in the instructions the number is facing outwards. So let me just go and take these off. Not the greatest start, is it? Been off for a few weeks and already made a mistake, but they're on there now. So now we just get number 4, plug number 4 in there like that. The next wire we need is this yellow and blue one, number 7, this one. So we leave out 5, we leave out 6, and then actually there's a different bank of pegs there. And on that first one we put in number 7. Just like that. That clips on there like that. It's number 7 all done. The next one is this green and black one, number 13. And you just plug this right at the bottom down here, number 13. Bunk in there like that. They go together, they go in really easily, I should say. The next one is this brown and green one, and it is number 20 that you can see there. So just flip this around and go for number 20. Again, the number's facing the outside. So, nope, I missed it. Only got one in. Number 20 in there like that. Awesome. And then the final one is this longer cable here. Cable number 21. So just unfurl it a little bit, get number 21 facing outwards, and then just pop it on there like that. And that is all the cables that came in issue 56 attached to the circuit board. And the next thing to do is attach the circuit board to the back of the interior itself. So it goes in here. You may remember last time that we added this compartment here. And if I just angle the camera up a bit, you can see it's got screw holes ready for this circuit board. So you need to angle it with this white part in the top right hand side. So it will go on there like that when it is all screwed on. And we have FP screws, which are given in this issue. So I'm just going to go and attach them now. And once again, the angle of me doing that didn't really lend itself for me to be filmed. But yeah, I've put them all in now. And this is what it looks like with them all installed. A lot of wires coming out the back here. So it's time to tidy it up just a little bit. Let's start by getting this yellow one. And it has a little number 5 on it. Now this is the part I've been dreading, trying to get all of these parts, seeing if the cable is long enough to clip in. And I think number 5's all right, actually. So let's just push number 5 in there like that. Angle this up a bit so you can see. There we go. So number 5 is on okay, which is good. The next one we need is this yellow and brown one here. And it has a number 18 on it. Now, 18 is there. I don't think this is going to reach. Oh, I just knocked the camera. Sorry about that. Oh, I just knocked it again. Let's see if I can reach it. So let's just move all these out of the way. I don't think it's going to reach, you know. Darn it. Actually, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe just be quite tight. You can't see. But I think we're in business. Yes. Hey, it fits on. Number 18 is in. Good. All right. Now let's move on to the next one, which is number... Ooh. Just reading the instructions. Sorry, number 17, which is this yellow and white one here. The number 17 should be fine because there is more give than number 18. And it's slightly further along. There we go. Number 17 is in. Fantastic. Look at that. The next one we have is number 14, which is here. Now, oh dear. Is this one going to go in? Oh, I think it will actually. Yes. Okay, good. Good, good. Because it's right up the end here. Push that in. There. Yep. Number 14 is in, which is good. And that is all we do for now. Yeah, that is all the cables attached, apart from this front and right one, which I guess goes in here. I'm hoping that this reaches. It does. It does reach. That's good. But the instructions don't say to plug it in yet, so I'm not going to plug it in yet. And then we have all these wires coming off, which I guess will be attached to other stuff in the future. But just to get a little closer look here, 14's in 14. Actually, those pins are starting to come off a bit. Are they? See, because that bank of pins, the black part is right against the board, where these have pins exposed. Is that the same on yours? Let me know. I hope so, because that's worrying if not. And at the bottom here, they all look fine there. Like that. So that is all the parts that we get in issue 56. Let's take a look now what comes in issue 57. Okay, so the parts in 58 are these parts here. All of these parts will go onto this, the main kind of bulkhead at the back of the interior. So it will just fit on there. Oops, sorry. Like that, as you can see there. Looking very nice. Now, I think now is the time to say that some of the parts I won't be putting in straight away because, okay, let's just talk about it. The next issue, the one after this, comes with the Flux capacitor, which comes here. Because I'm ahead of parts, I have seen people, I'm behind on my parts, I have seen people who have got the Flux capacitor not be happy with it, and from the photos and videos I've seen, I completely agree. And actually, I'm just looking at the front of this magazine here, and we probably should have been worried by the pictures there. It's just a solid blue light. I don't think it even flickers. And the interior workings of it are not correct. It just doesn't look right. Now, for such an iconic part of the build, I'm going to get a custom. I am going to get a custom part. Usually it wouldn't bother me so much because, you know, I know that some of the car parts and the tyres font isn't that correct, and that doesn't bother me. But the flux capacitor not fluxing when all the lights are on, that really will bother me. So I am planning on getting some custom parts, and I feel that now is a good time to mention the custom parts Facebook group. People like Mike Lane, who did the stickers and all the other stuff that I did in my first custom video, he is part of that group, along with many others who are working at building a good flux capacitor. I will be doing a bespoke video when I get those parts. There's one person who's selling the body of the flux capacitor, and the other one that's selling the interior electrical parts. It will be working off the same battery as the rest of the DeLorean. There's no external stuff. I know that MadGeek Collectables are doing a 1/10, I believe, flux capacitor, which is slightly smaller. It does fit. I have seen people work it into here, but it's not for me because the scaling is slightly off and you need an external button to press it. I want everything to run off the car battery, so that's why I'm waiting for those parts. So if I am a little delayed on putting together this bulkhead, it's just because I'm waiting for those parts to come through. When they do, I'll be doing a custom video and it will look fantastic. It'll be well worth the wait, but it might be a little disjointed if you're following along at home and building it yourself. Just bear in mind I am doing that, so it might be slightly off on the order I do things. But enough waffling. Let's talk about this part, which again is not great. I believe this will have 2 lights because it will attach here, and it only has 2 lights. Now in the film this goes from green to yellow to red, dependent on energy or something, I don't really know, but it is just 2 solid lights in this. So what I have done is I've seen people put kind of sweet wrappers here before they attach it to give that color. I'm going to play around with that, so I will not be attaching this part today, so I'm going to leave that off, but I will be attaching all the other parts because all the other parts are great. It's just, once again, Eaglemoss have dropped the ball with the flux capacitor, and that is a big shame because it is such a huge deal. But never mind. Let's get started by looking at these 2 parts here. The gold paint is wonderful. I love the coppery goldy color. They attach here. So we have 1 screw hole and 1 resting screw hole there. So you can see there, that will just pop in there like that. And then the other one is the other way. And it just pops there like, maybe I should just do it on there like that. And then you turn it around and you screw them in with AP screws. There we go. And that is what those 2 parts look like. Very cool indeed. Yep, so let's move on to this next gold part, and I'm going to zoom in for this because you see it has a few holes dotted around, and it has these holes for these parts here in this little bag of smaller parts. So we have this cable there and this cable here. They are not the same, so please bear that in mind. The first one we're going to use is this one, and this will just plug into that hole which is hidden there and that hole there. Ooh, this is fiddly. Okay, I think that's right. I think that's in. Good, so that's 1 on, like that. And the next one goes into that hole there and that hole there. I think they go in, that one in as well, maybe not. Okay, That one's a little fiddlier. Be right back. And it will look like this when it's all in. Looking very nice. Now I did this without glue. If you want to add glue, I'm sure you can. It's not going to harm it, I don't think. And you see you've got a little peg hole there and 2 screw holes there. So we just line up the peg hole like that. And then flip it around and screw it into these 2 holes with 2 AP screws, which I probably should have got ready previously. Okay. Come on. That's it. That's it. Come on. Okay, that's one in. Let's get the next one. That's it. Okay. Good. Good. Let's tighten these up. Make sure they're nice and tight. Fantastic. And they are secure in there now. Fantastic. So you don't actually need glue at all. And that is what that looks like. I really love the gold contrast with the silver. Yeah, love that look. Very, very cool indeed. The next part is this one here, which has really gorgeous detailing. The paintwork on these yellow buttons is exquisite. Really came out looking nice. Same on this black part. Looks really, really good. You can see there's 2 screw holes there and a little slot, little peg slot. Ooh, sorry, focus just there. Of course, it matches up with that slot there and these 2 screw holes. So just pop that in there like that. Turn it around and screw it in with AP screws. There's one. Just there. Like that. And then the other one, just going to put on properly. There we go. It just screws down the bottom here. Like that. Looking great. Look at that. Oh, that's really nice. Love the way that that is the same colour and it looks like it's been bolted to the back panel there of the bulkhead. Looking great. Fantastic. Awesome. Right, on to the next part, which again came in that little bag. It's this little pipe here. Sorry about the focusing. You see it's got a little screw hole there and that will fit just there. So it looks like the pipe is coming off the part we just installed. So, it's going to be fiddly. I remember the pipes, these similar kind of pipes we did before were very fiddly. So, fingers crossed it's not that bad. But it could be. Ooh. The screw is in. No, the screw is out. I don't know where that went. Right, time to get another one. Oh, and this part has come off. Drat. Right, I'm going to do this off camera and attach this wire. Be right back. And here we go. There it is. Just a little bit of glue on this one as well. There's that plate going in. What I found is if you do attach a little bit of glue, just so that it sets a little bit before you put the screw in, that is a lot easier to do. The next part is one of these boxes. Now they are different. You can see you've got one there like that and one there like that. You are going to need this box for this side. You've got a screw hole and a peg just there, and you put the peg like that. It's a bit of a loose peg, this one, but that's okay. And then you've got the screw hole there. So let me just get another AP screw and pop that there and screw it just in here. Nice and easy. Yep, there we go. Nice little click there. There's that black box all installed next to those gold features there. Looking great. And the next black box goes at the bottom here. You see you've got a screw hole and a peg and screw hole and a peg. Just pops in there like that. Just get the... Oh no, it's not happy. Come on. There we go. Let's try that again. Pop on there. And the screw hole. And the screw in the screw hole. And tighten it up. Oh, still a little loose. Et voila. There we go. And there's that black box installed there as well. And that is it for the bulkhead at this time. Of course, we would be adding this gigantuan piece as well to cover up that part, but I will be doing some mods to that, as I've already said. But yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good. The gold and the silver and the black is really quite striking, which is really nice. But that is it for this video. There'll be more bulkhead parts to come next time, as well as lots of other parts, like I say, of the DeLorean. I'm so glad that I'm back on this model. And I'm so glad for you guys for helping me out financially so that I can continue building these models. It's fantastic. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye bye. I just want to thank my patrons John Medney, Jay Felschenbauer, Tom Butcher, Jerry Wilson, Omar Khan, Gary Lewis, Simon Edwards, John Dunseith, Glenn Philo, Andrew Woods, Fabio Gugel, Simon Dunn, Brick Bardo, Thomas Parker, David Cunningham, Mark Frampton, Louis Pays, Terry Schwanditz, Donovan Asmawid Jaja, James Brown Jr., The Miskatonic University Podcast, Dave Westbury, Michael Chambers, Marcus Simon, Vince Steele, Savigny Barrett, and Flash. Without you guys, this video would not have been possible and this channel would be dead, so thank you very much.